Johnson.
I'm ready.
Good morning. It is 9:32 and the Brazos County Commissioners Court will conduct a public hearing today, Tuesday, August 26, 2025 at 9:30 a.m. in the Commissioners Courtroom of the Brazos County. In front of us is our budget coordinator, Nina Payne. Miss Payne, good morning.
Good morning. Today we are here to have a public hearing. I'm going to read out loud what the public hearing is for the record. Chapter 296 of the Texas Health and Safety Code, HB 3185, allows Brazos County to collect a mandatory payment for non-public hospitals to be deposited in a local provider participation fund, LPPF, established by the county. The county will hear public comments concerning the LPPF, including the collection of data required to continue the LPPF, establishing mandatory payments for the period of October 1, 2025 through September 30th, 2026, the amount of fiscal year mandatory payments for the revenue derived from those mandatory payments, and rules adopted by Brazos County to implement HB 3185, including fiscal year for LPPF. We do have representatives that will speak on this of local for the local non-public hospitals, and all other interested persons are invited to attend said hearing and present their case, if any, for and or against these matters. At this moment, I'd like to turn it over to Justin Flores and Michael Neal, who is with AHC, which is Adelanto Healthcare, to go into explanation regarding the rate for this next year.
Justin and Michael, welcome. Please state your name for the record and as you both speak. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Justin Flores. Like Nina said, with Adelanto Healthcare Ventures, we represent the hospitals here in Brazos County and really in a swath of different areas across the state. I'll let Michael Neal introduce himself in a second. But I didn't know if there were any... I know that we were just here recently, and everyone's like, "Why are y'all back?" We were just looking at this, and so I didn't know if anyone had any questions about that, or if there were any questions about just general items associated with the LPPF.
Correct. Justin, Commissioners, any questions for Justin on the LPPF? Commissioner Conway?
No, I was saying if we're recording, I'd like them to just go over what it is for the folks at home, but we're not recording. So.
We are recording, it's just not live.
Oh, yeah. Would you mind doing just a summary
Sure,
of what
would love
LPPF? These come up, it's budget neutral, we pass through, but a lot of people at home don't understand kind of why this came about. And so if you wouldn't mind, please just the 2-minute version of that.
Yeah, no, I'll abbreviate it as much as I can. Hopefully keep it under 2.
Well, you don't, no, sorry. Don't mean to make it 2. Do what you need to do.
Well, as
Are you done yet? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I know. Honestly, the end. That'd be great. No, but the LPPF stands for Local Provider Participation Fund, and it is a financing mechanism in place that was established by Brazos County in order to enable hospitals to draw down federal dollars associated with providing care to uninsured and low-income patients in your area. And so essentially what happens is the county assesses an assessment onto the non-public hospitals like Nina mentioned. Those hospitals pay into the fund, and that fund is then sent to the federal government in order to send matching dollars back down to the hospital so that the providers can continue to provide care for the most vulnerable. This is, I want to be very clear, just because I know that this is being recorded, this is not, if this were not in place, this would be devastating for this area. This is also a way that, just so that everyone knows, this isn't an increase on tax dollars to the public. This is an assessment that the hospitals willingly pay in order to draw down these federal funds associated with, again, providing care.
But don't the hospitals,
Commissioner Brown.
in reality, don't the hospitals add this to the cost of care for people that do have insurance?
So, I mean, from a statutorial perspective, and Michael may be able to provide a little bit more clarity with this, but within the statute that authorizes this, there is a piece in this that says that hospitals cannot pass down any of these costs associated with the LPPF onto patients. Now, with that being said, like, is it an additional cost that the hospitals are incurring? Yes, but legally they cannot say, like, well, this piece is an additional cost that's going on to the bill. That's not something that the hospitals can do.
So they just build it into their pricing strategy?
They
is what
could.
they do?
Yes, they
Okay.
could.
Commissioners, any other questions for Mr. Flores?
Thank you,
So
Jesse.
Oh,
this-
Mr. Commissioner Nettles.
Yeah, so this is an increase from last year's percentage?
So, if you recall, initially, the Brazos County LPPF assessed 4% on the hospitals, and that was back in September of 2024. And then recently, we came back in June in order to get that assessment rate up to 6%, and just due with all of the federal landscape that was occurring with one big beautiful bill and things of that nature. And so, realistically, in 25, we set a 6% rate. That's what we came here to do in July. We are asking for the exact same thing for FY26, setting a 6% rate.
Okay.
Commissioners, any further questions?
Michael, I
Mr.
don't know.
Flores, well done. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Michael, did you want to add any
Mr. Neal?
statutorial context to what I said? If so, I'll let him add any color. So,
Mr. Neal, please state your name for the record.
Yes, thank you, Judge. Commissioners, my name is Michael Neal. I'm with Justin with Adelanto Healthcare Ventures. We work, like he said, we work with hospitals in Brazos County and really throughout the state of Texas on Medicaid financing issues and these LPPFs throughout the state. I just want to say thank you to you guys, to Brazos County, and to Nina and her team, and all the county support for your local hospitals. I believe Brazos has been operating this program since 2019 and as a way to support the Medicaid population, those who are below the poverty level within your county and your area, so that they have access to these healthcare services. That's all I would say, really, and then just reiterate what Justin said. When the Texas legislature gave your county the authority to set up these programs, there is specific language that says hospitals may not add this as a surcharge. Thank you.
Mr. Neal, thank you. Commissioners, any questions for Mr. Neal?
Thank you both.
Thank you.
Justin, Michael, thank you very much. Ms. Payne?
At this point, I do not think we have public speakers that signed up, and so we are completed with this public hearing, unless you have any additional questions.
Commissioners, any questions for Ms. Payne? Before we adjourn this public hearing, I'd just like to say that we will provide an extra 10 minutes for those to sign up to speak for the original scheduled Brazos County Commissioners Court if we put anybody in delay. So at this time, the public hearing is now concluded. We will see you at 10:05.